Hi guys, my name is Sandis and welcome to Tech Shelter. Today I'm going to be talking about the Voluntary Disclosure Program. So I'm going to explain what it is, how it works, and when you need to apply for it. So what happened is SARS, in order to make it easy for clients or for taxpayers to actually comply for tax, they introduced what is called a Voluntary Disclosure Program. So this program was established in order to help taxpayers who are already non-compliant with SARS and who are afraid to come forward, to actually give them an opportunity to come to SARS themselves voluntarily. So the reason they started this program was to make sure that, one, clients are comfortable coming forward to SARS, and to also make sure that clients are getting the necessary attention and help they need in order to get their affairs in order. After introducing this program, SARS vouched that if you don't come forward yourself, knowing very well that you are non-compliant and your taxes are not in order, you will, if they do find out themselves that you've been non-compliant, then you will face the full might of the law. So who can apply for this program? The person who can apply for this program is any taxpayer who has defaulted with their tax affairs, be it an individual, a company, or a trust. So what are the requirements in order for you to do the VDP, which is Voluntary Disclosure Program? One, the disclosure must be voluntarily. Obviously, SARS can't catch you being non-compliant and then claim to be doing, or claim to want to do the Voluntary Disclosure Program, or wanting to. You can't be caught non-compliant by SARS and then claim that you want to enter the program. That's not how it works. So it must be voluntarily from the beginning. Two, the disclosure must be complete. In other words, you can't keep any secrets from SARS. So it doesn't matter how bad it is, you must make sure that you disclose everything to SARS, because once they find out that you disclosed some stuff and you kept some stuff, then you're going to be in trouble. Obviously, the disclosure can't result in a refund. Yeah, no, that, I don't think SARS would be happy with that. From non-compliant to getting a refund, it also doesn't make any sense. So yeah, the disclosure must follow the process that SARS has prescribed for the Voluntary Disclosure Program. So you can't enter the program and then decide you want to do it your own way, you want to make your own rules. That's just not how it works. So how does one apply for the Voluntary Disclosure Program? You can apply on e-filing when you are completing your income tax return. One of the questions that you asked when you are doing your income tax return is this for the purpose of a Voluntary Disclosure Program? I'm sure people have seen that question, but they don't know what it means. So if you click yes there, then the return will be taken as though you are applying for VDP. If you click no, then it will be just a normal income tax return submission. This also means that you cannot apply for VDP if you are not registered on e-filing. Now, which taxes? We all know that in South Africa there are different types of taxes. So which taxes can you apply for VDP for? You can apply for VDP for all types of taxes except for customs and excise duty. Now, if you are wondering about the taxes that I'm referring to, in South Africa there's different types of tax. There's income tax, there's VAT, there's pay as you earn, and so on and so forth. If you want to know or want to learn more about the different types of taxes that we have in South Africa, then I'd encourage you to check out my video on the different types of taxes. I explain them briefly and what they for, etc. It's somewhere on this channel. Oh, and if you're learning something at this point of this channel, please like, subscribe, and maybe share the information. Also, after you've already done your voluntary disclosure and SARS gives you an assessment, you can't object or appeal that assessment. So in other words, as soon as you get into the VDP program, then you need to accept whatever outcome or assessment that SARS gives you. You don't have the ground to actually appeal or object to it. If it happens that after you've done your VDP, there is interest or penalties that you are owing, you also cannot ask for any remission for those interests and those penalties. By asking for remission, I mean you cannot ask us to write them off. Again, I've done a video on this, so if you want to know how that works, please check out that video. Lastly, what is most important about the VDP program, one, is to make sure that you disclose everything, because if at any point SARS finds out that you haven't disclosed everything you're supposed to disclose, what's going to happen is they're going to cancel the program, and then they're going to come after you, and you do not want that. Again, thank you very much. If you like the content, like, share, subscribe, and see you on my next video.